Welcome back in to our studio. We're talking a little bit of hoops with former St. Joseph forward Pat Carroll, former Villanova forward Curtis Sumpter, and you guys are part of a new league. At least we're going to see, I guess, an exhibition game between Philadelphia Stars and Washington Stars, but it's called Basketball Alumni Legends League, and it's interesting. But how did this whole thing come about? And obviously, there had to be an organizer behind it to sort of get all of you guys together on this.
Yeah, well, Michael Renovich, he's the CEO and founder of the league. You know, he's a very, very big basketball fan, and he came up with this idea of just having guys who play college basketball in these big markets such as Philadelphia, giving guys another opportunity, still who have the chance to play basketball in their cities, you know, with these great college fans, and you know, and have these fans still watch them as they still try to achieve their goals. And we support it 100%. I know myself, there was nothing I wanted more than to play home.
Oh, absolutely.
If it wasn't an NBA, it was just anywhere to play home and make some money and just still, you know, be around great people.
Yeah, there's going to be a game, John, at 4 o'clock on Comcast Sports, and that's Saturday from GW, and then Sunday night, Pat and Curtis are, I think, going to play their last organized game.
Yeah.
And it'll be at the Hagan Arena at St. Joe's, of course, where Pat played. Pat, when you heard about this, were you and I know you haven't been playing, what was your interest level when you said, hey, this thing's going to happen?
I was so excited once I heard about it. I didn't know if I could play coming off the knee injury, you know, was not playing professionally at the time. And so now it's going to be nice to lace them up with all the other Big Five teammates. These guys, you know, the Temple St. Joe's, all these guys you battled with the whole time.
Right.
You know, going against Curtis and the rest of these players. It's a great concept, I think, and a good opportunity.
Now, you mentioned that, a great concept, because they've revised the rules a little bit in an effort to make it more entertaining, more exciting, more fast-paced. Let's show you some of these. Scoring, obviously, you got your 2-point shots, but there is a 25-foot 4-point shot.
And Pat is practicing right now.
Which is, I think, why you're here on set, because you know, you're gunning for those 4-point shots. This is the one I like. One free throw, regardless, because what that means is that when you clank one off the back of the rim, you guys aren't high-fiving each other. It's one free throw. You either make it or you miss.
Right.
A 30-second shot clock. It goes down to 20 in the final 5 minutes. The team foul bonus, which sort of
16 team fouls per game, and then it's the bonus. And the neat part is you can't start fouling at the end of the game. So you just play defense when you're trying to come back.
And the role that stood out most to me was that where you don't, at the end of the game, I think it's so painful in college basketball. Everybody agrees.
Sure,
the last 2 minutes, an 8-point game, it'll take 30 minutes to watch that. So it's going to speed the game up in a good way.
If it's an 8-point game, that's now a 2-possession game, right? You got a 4-point shot just like that. So it's interesting. But let's take a look at some of the players, some of your teammates that will be on the roster. Deontay Christmas is on there. Mark Tyndale, Ramon Moore. We've seen him with Temple as well. So some good talent on this list.
Yeah, two 2,000-point scorers, Alan Ray and Deontay Christmas. And Rodney Green from LaSalle is going to play. Pat, what is this going to be like to play with a guy from Villanova? And then Kurt, same for you.
I think it's going to be great for the players, and then also I'm interested for the fans. You know, you're going to have all the Big Five fans come together, and we're actually cheering for the same Philadelphia team now. You know, it's going to be a little rubbing elbows with those fans. Had a little bragging rights, I think, can come into play more as you're seeing these fans in the summertime now.
Alvin Williams is the coach.
Alvin Williams,
great player in Villanova in the NBA.
What can you expect from Alvin Williams on the bench?
A great guy, first of all. I mean, he's a good coach. He's on his way.
Sure.
And just a great motivator. Alvin, you know, has always been in my corner and the rest of the Villanova guys' corner throughout the years. He's one of those guys who always came back to Villanova, give back, and just guide us, you know, give us great leadership, and I think he'll do the same for this team, the younger guys.
And John, the DC team, it's players from Georgetown, George Washington, George Mason, and Maryland, and 3 of the players from George Mason's Final Four team that were on that team that upset UConn. In fact, the same day Villanova was playing to get in the Final Four. We'll all be in the game, so in the games it's going to be cool.
The concept of this, Dick, is that hopefully that they can organize and make this into a 4-team or 6-team league?
Right. What Michael's doing is he hopes in the summer of 13 to start with 4 teams teams in, like what Kurt was saying, major East Coast markets, and then if it works, try to expand it over time and play in, obviously, an off season when there is no other basketball, not in Europe or anywhere else, where guys who are playing in Europe, where a lot of these guys are, they're back home, and figure, hey, everybody saw Pat play in college, and they'd love to come back and see him play again.
Exactly.
And I think what you're just saying with one of the great things, not just for the players, for the fans, is to reconnect, where a lot of us, we spend our careers in Europe, and it allows us to reconnect with Philadelphia basketball, which, in my opinion, I think is the best city of college basketball in the nation.
Let's show you once again, for those who are interested, the games can be seen on Comcast Sports. And if you want to go out on Sunday, 8 o'clock, Hagan Arena, St. Joe.